Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting in the AL West, the Giants hit 3 long balls as they dismantled the A's 6-0. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. The Detroit Tigers held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 4-1. Andrew Moore got his 3rd win this season as the M's downed the Rockies 5-1. Matt Kemp grabbed 3 runs driven in as the Dodgers disposed of the Angels 5-4. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. The Baltimore Orioles swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 9-4. Chris Sale got the W, his 11th this season, as the Red Sox were victorious over the Blue Jays 2-1. His ERA is currently in the top 5 in the American League. The Chicago White Sox totaled 11 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-4. The Indians knocked out 12 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Yankees 11-6. The Twins racked up 11 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays 9-4. The Braves broke up their 7-game losing skid as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 2-1. J.P. Crawford was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs, leading Philadelphia to victory over the Marlins 4-2. Jacob deGrom picked up win number 8 this year, leading the Mets past the Nationals 2-1. The Brewers sent 3 balls into the seats as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 8-5. Matt Bowman collected win number 2 on the year, helping lead the Cards past Cincinnati 3-2. The Chicago Cubs allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 3-0. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
Saturday Night Baseball here on the show from AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game interleague series between the Oakland A's and the San Francisco Giants. The Giants are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Johnny Cueto gets the start for San Francisco in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Standing in, Steve Lombardozzi. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First offering on its way. And our first pitch taken for ball 1 as we are underway tonight from San Francisco. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They have certainly had it going lately, winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, and particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
In right center. And the run will score as the A's get off to a 1-0 lead. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Comes in with an average of 265, 2 home runs and 31 RBIs. Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
Olson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Stepping up now, Chris Davis. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Davis, 30 years of age. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Olsen rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score, and they now lead by 2.
Hey, D-Row, they're off to a nice 2-0 lead right here. Now I think it's time to keep the pressure on and try to add on.
Yeah, this guy's a quality pitcher, and you know at any moment he gets into a rhythm, he can rattle off some donuts up there. So this is a nice job by the offense, but not done yet.
Stepping up now, Matt Joyce, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Oakland is on top in this one, 2-0. Sean Manaea gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Ready now, Kelby Tomlinson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And Dan, D-Row, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Froze him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
The 1-2. Liner towards second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The 2-hole hitter can handle the bat. We'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. He's hit over 500 the last 10 games. He's absolutely on fire. If I'm in that other dugout right now, I'm thinking this is the guy that we can't let beat us. We'll see how they attack him in this game.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. His career numbers against Minaya, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And that one just missed outside. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. Minaya, a native of Indiana, the Hoosier State. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
First offering on its way. Ball 1. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. McCutcheon, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I know this guy's in the final year of his contract, but everybody is enamored with slugging percentage and home runs these days. But the guys in that dugout know who leads this team in hits, and it's this guy.
A ball and 2 strikes now. 2 out, nobody on. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. High in the air out to center field. Powell will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. Second inning now from San Francisco. It's the A's 2 and the Giants nothing. Next up for the A's, Bruce Maxwell. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Strike. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. The 1-2 is Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. And let's take a look at first baseman Brandon Belt, nicknamed Baby Giraffe for obvious reasons. This guy has got big-time pop, short swing to the baseball. Also, very sure-handed defender. One of the best in the game at picking balls over at first and manipulating that bag for his infield.
Digging in, Matt Chapman. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
That's a
1-1.
1-1.
2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
And the 2-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
3-2.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Now to the plate is the Oakland pitcher, Sean Manaea. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. In there, strike 1.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high. 1-2.
Well, facing an AL pitcher at the plate, you certainly don't want to waste too many bullets on him. I expect this next pitch to be grooved right down the middle.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom of the second. The A's lead this one 2-0. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. One ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And when you talk about third base, you talk about a step and a dive. But you better have something to go with it when you get to your knees. And that's what this guy has. An absolute howitzer.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. His career numbers against Manaea: he's a .333 hitter. He also has 1 home run. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Minaya calls for it. 2 down.
Batting fifth, catcher.
Next to bat for the Giants, Nick Hundley. Try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Davis going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That's what good hitters do. You get a pitch you like and you just explode on it. He blasted that one over the left fielder's head for an easy double.
In is Gerardo Parra, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
0-2.
The 0-2 delivery. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Popped him up. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Digging in to try it again, Steve Lombardozzi, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jed Lowry. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Missed with a slider. One out, nobody on. Lifted the other way to left center. Crawford has a play. 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Matt Olson, an RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. First offering on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. McCutchen going back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. His career numbers against Manaea, he's 1 for 4.
Shortstop, Brandon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. For the current campaign, Crawford hits a little over the 270 mark. He pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Crawford. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division.
Johnny Cueto.
So here now is the pitcher, Johnny Cueto. Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup right down the middle. Hit to first. Olson has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, second baseman, Kelby Tomlinson.
Striding in once again, Kelby Tomlinson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Lombardozzi is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1, 2, 3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready for another chance. Boog Powell. First time up, and he went down looking.
Center fielder number 3. Boog Powell.
First pitch on its way. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. sliced hard down the left field line. And he is going to have extra bases to start the fourth. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
Stepping in, Chris Davis, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at bat. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up. Maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. All right, so time for the Giants' Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who are playing very well in the upper minors. So striding forward now, Matt Joyce, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. From the stretch, swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Foul. The runner at second with 1 away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
The 1-2. Line toward right center. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he is in there.
That was a nice job to track that one down to the alley because it definitely saved the run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
Stepping in, Bruce Maxwell. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. That's lifted the other way out to left. Crawford is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. We'll get a look at Austin Jackson when we come back. It's the A's 2 and the Giants nothing. Leading off the inning, Austin Jackson, and they'll need him to get something going here. First offering on its way. Now a ball hit hard toward first. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Right fielder, Andrew McCutcheon.
So in now for San Francisco, Andrew McCutchen flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First delivery to him on the way. Changeup in for a strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Pulls this one in the air out to left. After it is Davis. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
The first baseman, number 9.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, 1 away. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone.
Third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Into the box now, Evan Longoria. And they're runners at the corners now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Chopped weakly to the left. Lombardozzi back to first, but he wasn't able to get enough on the throw, and they'll just get 1.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning 2 on the high chopper. They only get 1, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nick Hundley, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. A run, a hit, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The A's lead this one 2-1. Now at the plate, Matt Chapman. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto.
Third baseman, Matt Chapman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball down near the shoe tops. And that one stayed up a little high.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The pitcher, number 55, John Manaea.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Sean Manaea. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Down the first baseline. Well, a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. And that's in there, base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options, whether or not he wants a pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Standing in now, Steve Lombardozzi, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. On to Belt, and they turn. The double play that ends the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the fifth coming up. The A's lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Gerardo Parra, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Gerardo Parra.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time. Swinging a soft liner, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
And it's fouled away. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded up the first baseline. Parra gets his lead at first, nobody out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Now another 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed.
Hey, this has been an epic at bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. So with a runner at first and 1 gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm. Just a 1 mile-an-hour differential from 94 down to 93 is the top speeds. Now batting, Johnny Cueto. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. First pitch on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw won't get him.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
So striding in, Kelby Tomlinson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man. First and second now, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
The 1-2. High and deep to left center field. Davis going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The center fielder, number 16, Austin Jackson.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, who came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. And it's 1-2.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Both teams back. Here's Jed Lowry now. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice.
Shortstop, Jed Lowry.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0. Lowry waits, the 1-1. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Jackson, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Oakland, first baseman, Matt Olson.
stepping in and ready for another shot. Matt Olson, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly by Belt, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Center fielder number 3.
So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell. He doubled his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Swing and a liner. And this is past Belt on down the line. A fair ball.
The left fielder number 2. Chris.
Here's Chris Davis now.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
He's set. Here it comes. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
1-0 count. Here it is. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Parra moves over. And the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Here's Andrew McCutchen now as he'll get things started in the 6th for the Giants.
Andrew McCutchen.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And another foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Now batting, third baseman, Evan Longoria.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. 0-1 the count. Now the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Davis is under it. And that's the third out. Giants down in order. They're down 2-1. Back here in San Francisco, the A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Here's Matt Joyce now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Changeup in for a strike. And there's ball 2 now. To 2-2 now. Softly hit toward the hole. Tomlinson gloves it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The catcher, number 13, Bruce Maxwell.
Digging in once again, Bruce Maxwell. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Jackson is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Ready for another shot now. Matt Chapman. A strikeout and a lineout for him so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. Up with it is Longoria. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Stepping in now, Sean Manaea, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. A 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
Here now the 2-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in on it is Jackson. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just registered his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
Now here comes Bruce Bochy out of the Giants dugout on his way to the mound. And that'll signal the end for Johnny Cueto. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Giants, number 13, Will S.
Into the box now, Steve Lombardozzi, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. Looking to keep this a one-run game, the pitch. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Ready with the 1-1. Push to the right side, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. A's strand a couple. They lead it 2-1. Ready once again, Nick Hundley. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. And this is through into right field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Lead off base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Bob Melvin's going to make his way out for a conference at home plate, and it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. J.J. Tierney will come on and take over here, and he'll hit in the leadoff spot following the double switch. Marcus Semien is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. In is Gerardo Parra. It swung on and missed. The throw is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Very well could have been a hit-and-run attempt there. But you kind of have to make contact for those to work out. He didn't, and his teammate was hung out to dry at second.
We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. Takes a knee-high fastball. And he misses there, 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
The 1-2. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
The shortstop, number 35, Brandon Crawford.
Striding in once again, Brandon Crawford. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. Oh, And this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, Bureau, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Takes a good curve ball at the knees. Crawford leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Line drive to center field. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. One left for San Francisco. They still trail it here 2-1. Tony Watson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 56, Tony Watson.
Jed Lowry will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike one. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Eighth inning of this Bay Bridge series, and the A's leading this one in San Francisco. Digging in to try it again, Matt Olson. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at bat, and he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Two pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. The 1-2 pulls this one into the air out into right field. McCutchen is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now back, center fielder.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First delivery to him on the way. Looks at a two-seamer right down the middle.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all away, and he was going to zone him up.
Set to deliver the 0-1. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. Into the cove, but foul. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. The 1-2 pitch. Throws in on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. A's are gone in order. They still lead it 2-1. Here's Kelby Tomlinson. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Jackson stands at first with one out. One and one to Andrew McCutchen. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Davis is under it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
Ready for another chance? Brandon Belt, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He pulls this one into right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. Giants leave one. Our score remains 2-1. Here's Chris Davis now. They'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance. Now here's the pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Rocket to third. that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the ninth.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the ninth. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a one-run lead.
Ryan Baker will come on now and pinch run
Number
here.
37, Ryan Baker.
Here's Matt Joyce now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Very weakly on the ground. A runner at first with no outs here. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first, and the runner will get back standing. Runner goes for second, pulled toward right center field. On the move is Jackson, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
Here's the German-born catcher, Bruce Maxwell, as it's on the ground toward the hole. And the insurance run comes across to score from third. It's now 3-1.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Oh, and Jackson uncorks a beautiful throw. He's out at home plate. Next up for the A's, Marcus Semien, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Marcus Semien.
Set and the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Maxwell, the runner at first with 2 gone. Working for the punch out and the offering. A little bouncer.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Full count now, 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Jonathan Lucroy will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 21, Jonathan Lucroy.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Looking at his career totals, Lucroy has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. This is line to left. Parra is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. A's have to settle for just the 1. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the A's 3 and the Giants 1. Ryan Baker will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Number 37, Ryan Baker.
Liam Hendricks takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Hendricks.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Evan Longoria.
Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Here's another 1-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Got him swinging in the dirt. Up with it, Maxwell. And he makes the throw to first. Longoria is retired, and there's one away.
Catcher, number 5.
So in now for San Francisco, Nick Hundley. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Leaves a slider right over the middle. Takes a high fastball for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 2-1 to Gerardo Parra.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Last strike here for the Giants. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Semien takes it in. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to take care of him, and the A's have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Oakland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Sean Manaea earns his 8th victory of the season. Johnny Cueto pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Liam Hendricks earns the save out of the bullpen, his 21st of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Final line score tonight. First.